Your coworker who started with 50 bucks just showed you their portfolio. You're still waiting for the right amount. Here's the truth. No one says out loud, compounding only feels real after you've built a base that looks big to you. Until then, it's like pushing a car in neutral. The wheels move, you barely go anywhere, and you quit right before the engine catches. Quick note. This comes from studying thousands of everyday investors who built wealth without inheritance. Education, not personalized advice. Now picture this. Sunday night. Your banking app says $512. You scroll past someone bragging about $10,000 on a hot stock. Your $512 feels like showing up to the gym in pajamas. Embarrassing. You close the app. You promise next month. Meanwhile, inflation nibbles about 3.7% a year. Slow, hard to see, easy to ignore. The misunderstanding starts here. Small amounts do grow, but the growth is too quiet to keep you going. The screen doesn't clap. Your friends don't notice. You don't feel different. So you stall. You tell yourself, I'll start when I have a real number. And waiting becomes the habit that eats every other habit. Meet Harry. Night shift rideshare. 4.92 rating. $2,000 a month after gas if the car behaves. A 2013 Civic with 211,000 miles. He lives with his sister on the east side to keep rent low. 2 rooms, thin walls. On Tuesdays, he takes his nephew to the corner field and tries to kick a ball like he did in college. His checking account averages $900 by month end. Harry kept saying he'd start after the tax refund, or after the tires, or after he paid back his sister for the power bill. The start line kept sliding. One Tuesday in May, 7:30 p.m., something cracked. His nephew asked, "Why do adults always say tomorrow?" Harry opened his phone, moved $17 into an index fund. Not 1,700. 17. He didn't announce it. He didn't even tell his sister. He just set a repeat for every Tuesday, 7:30, no matter what. The rule was simple. The amount must be small enough that it never hurts to send it. $10 minimum, sometimes 30, sometimes 12. Tuesday didn't change. The amount could. 3 times he almost quit. First, the Civic blew a hose. $686 at the shop. He stared at the transfer reminder that Tuesday and thought, this is pointless. He sent $11 anyway. Second, August drop. Markets fell. His account showed red -42. It felt silly to add money to something that looked worse than last week. He sent $8 anyway. Third, December. His coworker Mike told him to stop with the tiny transfers and wait until you can put in real money. He smiled, said, maybe, and sent $10 that night. 6 months in, Harry had $483. Mike had 0. Harry wasn't winning on amount. He was winning on Tuesday. He taped a simple sheet inside the closet. Every Tuesday got a check mark. He sent the balance to his brother on Fridays. It wasn't impressive. It was inevitable. Here's what changed. Compounding only works with a large sum, emotionally. Once Harry crossed what felt big, the engine caught. His threshold was about 800, not magic, a feeling. Past that, monthly movement beat a fast food order, then a tank of gas, then a cheap winter coat. Gains started to feel like progress, but there's a trap inside that sentence. If you wait to start until you have a large sum, you'll never get one. The large that makes compounding feel real is built by boring deposits you won't brag about. So the game is simple. Build the base that makes the growth visible, not by getting lucky, by being automatic. First year, 52 Tuesdays, he missed 2. Average transfer 13. Total about 650. With ups and downs, the market added roughly 138 by year-end. Around month 9, growth in 1 month beat what he deposited that month. The machine started matching the human. If this hits, tap like so it sticks. Now let's get practical. You need a ritual. Pick a day and time you never negotiate. Early morning or late evening. Harry chose Tuesday 7:30, anchored to the moment his nephew asked the question. Tie it to coffee, a commute, or the same bench each week. Set a tiny minimum. 5 is fine, 10 is better. If you carry ugly debt, put most money there, but still drip a little into ownership weekly to keep the identity alive. Automate the transfer. Add friction to quitting. Hide the app, kill autofill, ask a friend to be your nudge. Harry texted his brother the balance each Friday. If he missed, his brother sent one word, Tuesday. The big objection, why not wait and invest a lump so it's powerful on day one? Because waiting turns permanent. Tires, dentist, birthdays. The start line keeps sliding, the ritual solves that. Small deposits keep your foot in the game so any windfall lands on a runway you already built. Year 2, Harry picked up a Sunday route. Extra 50 to 70 most weeks. No phone upgrade, no jacket he didn't need. He raised Tuesday from 13 to about 21. By spring, he crossed 2,000. Monthly movement plus deposits beat his electric bill. He felt calm, not I made it. More like, this runs without me. 3 more times he almost quit. April tax bill, $294. He paused a week, then sent 5 anyway. August drop, -200 in a week. He kept Tuesday and called it a discount. November, a friend flashed a crypto wallet up 3,000. Harry felt the itch. He allowed one tiny play money buy, then locked Tuesday behind a reminder and moved on. If this helps you hold your line when the flex culture gets loud, hit subscribe so you keep getting real stories from real people. You might still think, so it only works once the number is big. As a feeling, yes, but you don't find that feeling. You build it. The first 100 is invisible. The first 500 is fragile. Around 2,000, the movement passes your personal noise floor. The engine finally drowns out the doubts. So, how do you build your base without wrecking your life? 3 rules. Rule 1. Pick your unbreakable slot. Write it down, on paper, on the fridge. In your Notes app. Example. Thursday, 6:55 a.m. Move at least $10. If an app fails, move double next week. The slot survives. Rule 2. Keep the amount so small bad weeks can't kill it. If it stings, lower it. You're building a runway, not a legend. Rule 3. Build quiet proof. A one-page tracker with dates and amounts. At month end, note change. Circle any month where growth beat deposits. Harry has 4 circles. He keeps the paper. No posts. Let's clear this up. Large is not the entry ticket. It's the result of your ritual. Cross it, and the math feels like magic. Gains feed discipline. Deposits get bigger. The loop strengthens. Most people try to skip to the end and never start. You'll notice I haven't promised a perfect fund. Low-cost broad market funds work. Dividend funds can help if you like seeing cash hit your account. Shiny toys that spike your heart rate usually cost you sleep. But the real lever isn't the ticker. It's Tuesday. One last story. Mike, the coworker who laughed, got a bonus in March. 2,900. He waited for the right time. Prices slipped, bounced, slipped again. He chased a complicated pick, then bailed at a loss. His issue wasn't smarts. It was no slot on the calendar. Without the slot, every day is guesswork. Let's turn this into motion. Grab paper. Write the smallest weekly amount you can move without emotion. 5, 10, 20. Pick a day and time you can protect even on your worst week. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Thursday, 6:55 a.m. That's your slot. Set a phone reminder that says, I invest today because I am an investor. Drop your chosen day below. Just the day. Tuesday, Friday. That single word is your promise. And when your number finally feels large, remember what built it. Not a windfall. A boring slot on the calendar that turned a trickle into a river. That's why compounding seems to only work with a large sum. The feeling shows up after your ritual builds the base. You don't wait for it. You manufacture it one tiny Tuesday at a time today.